And is there a reason they told me that? So how long were you in that position, roughly, before they transferred you? Probably not too long. Now, who was involved? Who took your position after that? Jerry Salters. Now, would he have read my emails, or? No, I didn't. So, nobody had no clue at all as to what's been going on for the last few years. Okay. Now, you were promoted to a higher position. What? You were demoted? What do you do now? But your title is higher, isn't it? Oh, I thought you were a lieutenant. Huh. So, okay, so who do we have now? We have Scott Freeman, and then we have, who's under him? That Justin something? And then under that is who? But that's not, they're not one of, you are not one of them. Oh, okay. How many captains are there roughly? Like 3 or 4 or 10? Seven. So Jerry Salters is the new guy involved in investigations. And they told me, oh, keep writing Mike Hunsinger for patrol officers. And this was a while after you started. Why would they hope you could do something? Like, why wouldn't they just know? Why would they, they're just grasping at straws or something? Or really? That just doesn't sound good. Really? You don't want to comment? Okay, well, if you feel that there's something not good going on, and a lot of patrol officers have expressed that same thing to me, then we need to take this to the mayor, and she can do something about it, and she seems to be okay. Now, I mean, I was talking to her assistant, and her assistant at least seems concerned about it. I don't know, if that reflects what the mayor thinks, but yeah. Okay. This is very interesting to me. Now, you know what? I'm kind of annoyed lately is I heard that Jeff Clark has now been promoted forensics chief. And when did that happen? Like, probably a few months ago, or like not too long ago, I don't think. 6 months at the most. Yeah, but before there were 2 people. Before, because when I had to deal with this issue before, he was under robbery and homicide, and then there was Mike Sindel. Sindel, see, I thought it was a C, then I thought it was a Z. No, I think it's a Z. Are you sure it's T? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, yeah, I always forget. So, well, whatever his name is. Right, I know, I just spoke to him. Yeah, I called him at his new place because I'm thinking of putting some stuff together for either a judge or the Justice Department, because the Justice Department expressed interest in this situation, and but they want me to send them all my evidence, which is kind of hard to do because it's kind of hard to just boil this down into a nutshell. But so I haven't done it yet. But I called him just to get some information for that, and yeah, he didn't really talk long, but I don't know, just by the short amount of time I spoke to him, he didn't seem too thrilled with the Athens police. That was just my impression of the way he spoke. Kind of like, oh, I don't have anything to do with those people. I mean, that didn't sound very complimentary to call them those people. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't like, oh, so just his attitude did not sound complimentary towards the Athens police. But, Okay, well, all right, then you need to join with me. And, first of all, I've been trying to deal with the commissioners, and they are good for nothing, let me tell you. Because the commissioners technically head over the police, don't they? Right, and they're like, oh, I don't want to challenge police. I'm like, look, that's your job. Your job is to oversee the police, make sure everything's going well. And I'm like, look, I spoke to some patrol officers, and they're not happy with the way things are going. And you think you're going to these commissioners. I'm like, if you think you're helping police, you're really not, because these patrol officers, they're not happy with it. So, you would be helping the patrol officers by getting involved, but they're too scared. They don't even know, like, they just don't want to know anything. They just don't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear about it. So, they're good for nothing. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really, sure. Okay. So, yeah, recently, I heard that Jeff Clark was made head of forensics, and that kind of annoyed me. So what I did was I called one of the witnesses who saw the bullet in my wall, and are you aware of the whole gunshot incident and the whole bullet in my wall? Okay. Right, because that was before you got there. And so I was like, Jeff Clark said that piece was not metal. I believe he said it was silicone or glass, but he said it was not metal. And anybody with eyes who looked at it would know that it was at least metal. You might disagree on whether it's a bullet or not. I mean, that's kind of hard to tell just by looking at something. But anybody with eyes would know, yes, this is a piece of metal, because it was shiny, it was silver, it was sharp. And Jeff Clark lied and said, oh, no, that's not metal. So what I did was I called one of the witnesses who saw it before the police destroyed it, and he worked at Georgia Power. He's still there. They reported it. And I was like, you kind of have to use it. In your opinion, did you think it was a bullet? He's like, yes. I'm like, would you at least say it was metal? He's like, yes. So, I have him recorded saying, yes, the bullet, it looked like a bullet, at least. He doesn't know for sure, but it kind of looked like a bullet, and it was metal. And that's contrary to what Jeff Clark said. So, that's at least one witness I have. He's a reputable guy. He's a UGA engineering graduate. What he is he's the energy analyst. He comes over and he analyzes the energy efficiency of your house. So that's why he came over here. And then when he was here, I was like, oh, you want to check this out? And so he's an engineering graduate. I believe he's former military. He knows a lot about firearms. A very reputable guy. Looks like an all-American guy. And, so I have a witness contradicting Jeff Clark. A witness who saw this piece in person. Now, what Jeff Clark did was engage in obstruction of justice. If Jeff Clark lies about the content of the evidence, and he goes, oh, it's silicone, when it clearly is metal, I mean, that's obstruction of justice. That's a crime. And they promoted this guy as head of forensics, the guy who lies about the evidence of a murder attempt. Now, I'm going to send this over to the Justice Department. And I'm glad that guy still remembers what he saw, because it's hard for me to, it was kind of a few years ago. I mean, I hope they get concerned about, I mean, as a citizen, wouldn't you be concerned that our top forensics guy is a guy who lies about the evidence of murder attempts? Would that not concern you as a citizen, not even as a police officer? Well, I mean, we got him, we got me, we have my other neighbor. That's 3 people. Actually, he moved though, so I don't know where he is. But I could probably track him now. I mean, we got the pictures. We could have the guy from Georgia Power confirm the pictures. I mean, it wasn't that complicated. It's just, Then we had, they came over and just, by the way, do you know they came back? I don't know if you're aware that the one patrol officer kind of destroyed the board. He got about, there's still some in the back. And I was so disgusted by that, I didn't look at that thing for a while. I went not too long ago to take pictures of it, and somebody came back and destroyed and got the whole rest of it out. It's all gone. So somebody made a return trip. I'm not surprised. However, there's still metal powder there. And there's still like a silver sheen on the brick, like where that hole is. So technically it could still be tested, but I don't know what that would accomplish really. I mean, I don't know. Do you think that's like, would it be worth to test that thing, do you think, or for me? Yeah. Right. I mean, I called and it's like $750 to do that, and then they said they could still test it. They said if I saw some like metal powder, some sheen, that they could test it. But I'm afraid that even if I tested it, I mean, first of all, it's a lot of money, and second of all, I don't think it's going to accomplish at this point. So, kind of a waste of money. But anyway, yeah, there's. And who do you think? I'm trying to get my message out. Why is it that nobody wants to talk about it? I mean, you're talking about it to me now. That's good, but. Freeman obviously does not want to talk about it. I mean, I've been trying to talk to him for years. Some of the commissioners have tried to get him to talk to me. He won't do it. Oh, wow. Now, why would he have his... Okay, this is what I'm wondering. He's new here. I don't think he's from here. Why would he want to hide? Like that's why they hired new people. Like, what would he want to hide if he's not involved? I could imagine someone trying to hide something if they were here for a long time. But he's relatively new. It's strange. Okay. Wow, this is very eye-opening for me. All right, you know what I'm going to do? All right, so you're out of it pretty much, according to your position. All right, I'm going to continue to deal with the mayor as best I can. That's what I'm going to do. And try to get some resolution to this. Because I'm talking to the mayor's assistant. She at least seems friendly. I mean, they seem at least a little concerned. I mean, I don't know who else there is. It's just the mayor. The city manager, he's no good. Forget him. The only other person is the mayor, really. I mean, well, in terms of power structure. To talk about who's above the police? I mean, it's just common sense. Yeah, the mayor. And you're not allowed to talk about it? Right, okay. Okay. Well, by the way, have you seen the videos that I have? I have a lot of new videos. Have you seen any of those? Is there any way to get you to look at them? I mean, I have your email address. Right. Jerry Soldier. Okay. Who is above who? Is Jerry Salters above Jeff Clark, or how does that... Okay. Yeah, well, anyway, are you allowed to access YouTube from where you work? Yeah. Okay, yeah, because they're on YouTube. Right. Okay. Well, yeah, these are on YouTube. I have a, I guess a channel. So I probably have about, 30 videos. But probably about, no, it's Justice Smith. It's okay. But if I send you another email, how can we make sure that you read this next email? Okay, I'm going to send you a next email, and I'm going to write down a summary of the videos I want you to watch. And, they're probably just a few minutes each, but I'll write down an explanation, like a brief, maybe like 5. Because I probably have about 30 videos, but there's probably about 10 good ones, and maybe 5 really good ones. But, so I'll write down the good ones and a brief explanation of what they are. And then, if you have time, you can look at them. Just some of the stuff that's happening. So, yeah, definitely check that out. I'll send that to you within the next few days, and I'll maybe put an explanation in the subject or something. So. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know what's going on here. It's hard to keep up. There's always so many changes with the personnel over there, you know. So, okay, great. Well, thank you for talking with me, and yeah, look for that video, or look for the email, and you take care. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.